This video was already supposed to be out, but when I was working on this video, I was cleaning my computer as well, and well, I may have accidentally deleted the video with the crap too. And the only thing I have left from that video is this image of the finished product, which means that I now have to recreate the entire thing. So let's see how fast I can do it. Before I even started the timer, I needed to adjust a little bit the size of the font in the Blender because it was just too small and I'm blind as mole.
Bruh.
So, after I did that, I started the timer. It will be always on the screen. It will just sometimes move because it's blocking my screen. I didn't know how to set OBS. And then I started working on the weapon itself. On the picture there are some other things like this really amazing light or the really amazing stone. I'm really an amazing artist, am I?
No.
And I decided I'm just going to make the weapon itself because in reality I didn't need any of those extra details. So I started by making the eye, and the eye is contained of two parts, of the eye itself and of its pupil. So I made the cylinder, which I flattened, and that's pretty much just the eye. Then I created a stick, also out of the cone, and that's the stick where you hold it, and yeah. Then I also created a small gem all out of uranium that's on the bottom of the weapon. Oh wait a minute, I didn't actually tell you what the weapon is all about. Well, it's actually some sort of mythical uranium weapon. And it's also some sort of combination between a sword, sphere and a trident. That's all you need to know. After that, I made a pupil, start giving it materials and very high reflections. If the light falls on the human eye, you see that it has very high reflections. And then I went on modeling the horns, and this time it was like an actual modeling because I need to take something, I took a plane, and shape it so it looks like a horn. And well, as you can see, you probably see I'm doing it in a very chaotic and a bad way. And when I applied the solidifier modifier to it, you can see that it started doing some very weird things. I should have used extrude instead. But what's the difference between a loop cut and extrude, you may ask? It's very simple. If we are in edit mode and we have these vertices here which we can move with them and do stuff with them, we can do essentially a loop cut which as a result adds more vertices that we can play with. And the second option is extrude, where we take one of these sides and just extrude it outwards, which again we have more vertices to play with. As you saw, extrude is more natural and easier to use. So I just deleted the thing and started doing it again, but this time with the extrude option. And as you see, it looks much better, like the process of creation. After that I thickened it and give it a subdivision surface modifier which make it look, a bit rounded. It's better than the smooth one. Don't use the smooth modifier, it acts weird. And then I just mirrored the horn using the pupil, as you can see right now, and also gave it the same material as for the stick. Now the only thing missing was the blade. Then I resized everything because some parts were bigger than others and it looked chunky, and also a little bit remodeled the horns because in my opinion they looked a bit too much wide. And after that, I finally went on the blade. And actually, it was very simple. I just did the same thing with horns. So enjoy the time lapse. with that done, all was left was to just color and a little bit scale the blade. The weapon itself was finished. As I said, I didn't need the light or the rock or anything because I need just the weapon. And with that, my quote-unquote speed art has finished on 1 hour, 2 minutes and 27 seconds. During that time, I needed to fix 3 major problems. 2 times I messed up the horns and 1 time I messed up the blade, which took me some time. But overall, I think that's a pretty good time. It could have been much worse. So, thanks so much for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.